Okay, so we've created our schematic symbol here, our custom symbol, and that was a CR, a control relay. Now before we do anything else, let's quickly right click on the project, add our active drawing, say yes to the project default values, and there's our attribute templates drawing. Now I'm just going to go to the properties of that drawing and make sure that the sheet value there is sequential, so we'll make that 05, and that updates, and then our project is neat and tidy. Now working with our attribute templates drawing here, again, I've got a polygon or polyline and also a circle there. And I'm going to go to the schematic panel here, and I'm going to go to other tools here, and I want the symbol builder. Now it's just like before. I'm going to select the objects, so that's those two just there, and confirm that. I'm going to use the insertion point there, so I'm going to go shift and right click and get the center of the circle there. So there's our preview there. Now, we didn't talk about this when we created our symbol previously, but here's our attribute templates. Now if I look here, there's the library path going to, as you can see there, my documents folder, Autodesk, AutoCAD Electrical 2010, and it's in the libraries where the IEC2 library is. I can browse for that if I want to, and it's there, IEC2. So I'll OK that. Now, the symbol I'm going to use again is going to be a vertical parent like before, and the type will be a control relay just like before. So that's all done, and I'll OK that. Takes a few seconds. I'll lose the block authoring palette. We don't need that. And as you can see there, I'm now building up the information from the attribute template. All of this information here is from the attribute template I selected, which is a vertical parent control relay. So what I need to do now is select the required attributes that need to go in there. So I'm going to select this one, and holding down control, that one, I'll do assembly code and family, and also installation and location. I'll then add those attributes, so I'll click there, and there they are there. I'll zoom out slightly, pan across a little bit here, and there they are. Now you'll see there that the assembly code and the family there are on top, so I select those two, and I'll just make sure that I get both of those like that. So there they are there. Right click and just move those out to here. So paste point there, click there, and they're out there. Job done. And then I'll just click here on description 1, and I'll also go for description 2, description 3, and we'll insert those underneath. Somewhere like that. So those are all coming off of our attribute template for our vertical parent control relay. And then obviously we would add the wire connections. So we've got here, I've got a top none, that'll come in on the midpoint there, so I'll shift and right click and get a midpoint on there. I just need to pan that across a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. So I want to select there, top none, and I need to add that, so I click here for connection. There we are. And it's a shift and a right click and a midpoint. I'll go for that midpoint there, like that. Terminal 02 I don't need, so I'll press enter. I'll also just move that real quick like that, so it's a right click and a move, and I'll pop that, say, there. So I've only got the one terminal there. Now I'm not going to worry about anything else because you've seen that all before when we developed our symbol earlier. But all of this is template driven. So if I scroll down, you can see there all of this information is specific to the vertical parent control relay attribute template. So that's how you develop these custom symbols for your components. You use the attribute templates from the library there, the IEC2 library in this case. Now I'll end that there, and I'll save that block for you. Obviously offline, you don't need to watch me do that, and we'll move on to the next exercise.